Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of the How's It Going podcast with me, Luke and Liam. But this time we're not on as Xboxes and we're actually out in real life. There's a cow down there that's spectating us, so you know that's all good. And yeah, it's really good to be out actually in person because now we can make really good quality videos for you guys to enjoy because we don't have to faff with audio matching and all that stuff.
I'm very happy.
And all that stuff.
And it's a better quality for you guys because
Yeah.
it's actually not being screen recorded for once.
And we're planning when stuff reopens and we can go to more activities like places, we're going to do more interesting locations for this podcast, so it's not just the same background like your typical one. So without further ado, let's get into the topic. We kind of have already covered this a little bit with the teenager stereotypes episode we did, but we just want to talk about image, like your body image, and how teenagers can like
how they
learn
can feel
how
about
they're
it.
presented and not worry about what they look like all the time.
And how they can feel about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to start off with an open question, and I'm like, how do you think people can kind of calm themselves down about worrying about body image?
Brilliant.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't let it get to you.
That's
If you
a good
think
point.
about it, a lot of people when they go to school, they're worried about what they wear, or that's why sometimes on uniform days aren't in school anymore, because people
That's
are too
true.
conscious about what they wear and what their body image is to someone else. You shouldn't care. Your body is perfect however you think it is.
Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't let other people control your life, as in like what you should wear. Like if you have a bad body image, no one has a bad body image. It's just how they are.
Yeah, but like, could you give like examples of what you mean by a bad body image?
So like people, I'll give an example of me. In primary school, I was fat, right? And then I'm not gonna say I got bullied, but I got some things thrown my way. But then I just learned that I am who I am, you know what I mean? And like, I'm pretty sure that's a quote somewhere, you are who you are. Just don't listen to people, don't let bullying get to you. Be who you are, and no one can stop you from being who you are.
Exactly. And you shouldn't. I tell you what, a big thing plays into what we're talking about is social media.
Yeah.
How people are trying, like, everyone's trying to be somebody they're not. We're all individual people and we're all unique people. No one person is the same.
When you take a look on Instagram, you find girls that will take about 50 photos, look through the best one, edit
They'll look
it,
filters to
Exactly.
They'll put
use
makeup
filters
on.
to-
makeup filters, they do everything just to make themselves look perfect. It'll take about an hour just to take one picture and post it.
It's fake.
That's the
A lot of
problem.
It's fake. It's like, that's the same with men though.
True. A lot of people do that.
Like bodybuilders, they'll edit their abs so they look more defined and then they look more prominent.
I've seen
and then
people that cover
try to
themselves in
copy
oil
it.
to make it look more shiny.
Oh
To
yeah.
more stand out and appealing.
That annoys
Exactly.
me.
It's stupid. And I just think that people shouldn't be, especially teenagers, like we're saying, shouldn't base who they are
It's your
as
best
somebody
their
else.
appearance.
Yeah, they shouldn't try to be somebody else because you can't. That's impossible. You are who you are, and you shouldn't tell people that they can't be who they want to be.
Yeah, I think this is a bigger problem for like teenagers and people our age. But then again,
15,
it can be
16.
for adults.
Yeah,
It's-
adults
it's-
especially.
It's an all age problem. But I think it's mainly because teenagers, because they're kind of young and they're kind of going through stuff, especially growing up.
Yeah, we're all kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't even have to worry about stuff like that. It's like, I'll tell you what I've seen on Facebook and stuff. 5-year-olds putting makeup on like girls because
no.
they've got to look bright for primary. Well, what's all that about?
They
That's
are.
because of social media.
That's
And you get
stupid.
you get people out there that show off makeup looks and say you look good with makeup, and that's only these past couple of years. There's people say makeup defines your image. It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's,
If you go
it's
back,
fake.
if you go back about 10 years, people wouldn't care. They wouldn't take that many photos just for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all fake though. Like when you see all these supermodels, they've probably got like
They've got like 5 tons of makeup on.
they've
just
got a
for one
layer
thing.
of makeup that thick. You know what I mean? You don't need it.
People have,
You are who
you know, people
are.
have morning wake-up routines where they put skincare on their face and all that.
Oh yeah.
20-minute routine just to get up, and then as soon as you leave the house, it's an hour routine for your makeup.
Exactly.
But the thing is, especially with social media, you'll get people like call you ugly and that if you don't use makeup or filters. Like
Yeah, or
if you
or
post
don't
something
go-
and in the
or you don't
comment,
go to gym 7 days a week. Stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. You're not bloody Dwayne Johnson for an Instagram photo. Like-
you're a kid. You're not gonna get to that level.
You shouldn't care about
that
what you
age.
look like. You should live your life.
Exactly. Just enjoy who you are and not who you want to be.
Innit?
I mean, if you want to like lose some weight, great. Don't let anyone influence you to do that. If you want to, you take yourself and
It's your
do it.
choice.
Don't be forced to change.
If someone calls you fat and you think, right, I have to go to the gym to lose all weight, you shouldn't. If you don't want to do that, you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, it's your
Exactly.
choice. It's your life and your choice. Like, it's just it gets me annoyed because I used to be like that, and I've kind of just realised that when people make fun of you, you should just block them out. I know
Yeah,
we've
you
said
just
this
don't wanna
multiple
do one.
times, but we just block them out
Well,
and just
think
live your
about
life.
it. They've spent their time doing all this that they've been pushed into, and then they turn around and say it to you, and they've spent their whole lives doing things like that.
Exactly. You just tell them to do one, don't you? If people
Yeah.
are like that to you. You shouldn't let it get to you so much, because what's the point in that? What's the point in letting somebody else bring you down because of who you are? You can't help who you are.
Have you guys had any personal experiences of this
Ugh.
to give the viewers a bit more of an experience, for example?
Yeah, no, I suppose. People used to think they were funny and take mick out of me because I'm really thin.
Right.
That doesn't happen as much now, but I never used to let it get to me. I used to just laugh at them and go, oh yeah, whatever. I used to make it into a big joke on myself. But then people could say that ain't the right thing to do, because then that makes it worse, because it's not right
another
for you to
more
be
of it.
like, do you know what I mean? But
Yeah, that's true.
I just laughed at everyone and go, oh, what? Huh? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just don't take it seriously.
Because I know I am who I am and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. What about you?
Personally, I've not had any experiences with that. I've been called fat a couple of times in high school, but you just blank them out.
You just brush it off.
Hey, brush it off, ignore it.
You just laugh at them, don't you? It's like, you're
You
weird.
don't take no notice of it because you know you're not. They just try to say that to offend you. So,
It's just people trying to make you think that you are that.
and if you react to that, you're just giving them fuel for them to keep on having a go at you and keep on telling you this and you that.
Yeah, that's what my parents say. They say if people make fun of you, don't give them a reaction.
If you
Then
react,
just keep doing it.
If you react, you're basically saying, "Come on, give us some more insults," because they're getting that reaction out of you, and that's what they're aiming for.
Yeah, because they know that you're getting affected by it.
Hmm.
It's just
It's ridiculous how people have been made to believe that they have to be something else than themselves. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
You
you
know
are
what I'm
kids at
saying?
the end of the day.
You do, children, it's the same with adults. You shouldn't be not brainwashed, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? Influenced by other people to the point where you have to physically transform yourself into that person.
Yeah.
It's not fair and it's not right.
It's just what you think you should do.
Yeah, and you have better things to worry about in your life than, oh,
Yeah.
does my hair look alright today?
Yeah,
Just
like
go, if you think it's alright, just go and do what you want.
if people enjoy putting makeup on, then
If you
By
enjoy
all
it,
means,
do
do
it.
And people slate me for my hair,
then it
even
might
though
as
it's
well
all
all over the
wavy
place
and stuff
today.
because of this wind. But I
Might as
don't
well all
care.
over the place.
You know what I mean? Slate it, I don't mind.
Innit?
What's there like 12 people in comments now chatting about my hair?
Thing is, like,
I'm not bothered.
if people did that, we wouldn't care. We'd just give them a bot reply or whatever.
A bot reply.
Oh, thank you. We will take this into much consideration.
Yeah.
Do you think, say, 10 years ago, do you think people were more affected by this? I think it's blown up a bit recently.
I think it's blown up more, especially
Blown up
because
way
we're in lockdown. Because people are on the internet more at home, going through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat.
True.
Especially
And looking
lockdown.
at all these celebrities and like, oh, look what I've been doing over lockdown.
It's especially lockdown though, because I bet in lockdown YouTube has spent more time on social media than you usually do in
yeah,
a
I
normal
have.
day.
Yeah.
I have.
And it just like that means people know you're going to be on social media, so they post something, you're going to see it, and then usually act upon it.
Yeah.
It's stupid. You shouldn't have to base your life around an Instagram post saying,
I see, you see stuff on Instagram going, my 20-minute skincare routine when I go up in the morning. You could spend them 20 minutes doing things you actually want to, though, than just trying to be better than some YouTubers
Yeah, you can
on TV.
you can spend that time like getting your stuff organised for school or whatever.
and you could just be you. Be
Yeah.
yourself. There's
Do what
only
you
one of
want to do.
There's only one of you, so
You don't have
why
to.
not make yourself into a...
You don't have
a
to
good
be what
person?
other people say you gotta be.
Yeah, don't be what other people want you to be. There's no point in that. No point. You are who you are. You can't help it. And just make the most of yourself and make the most of what you have in your life.
Yeah, quite.
You know what I mean?
Right, so, like, if you look at things on social media now, do you reckon in a couple of years it could get worse?
I think it could
Like,
get worse.
if you look at people now saying 20-minute skincare routines, you could say in the next couple of years it'll turn into an hour, 2 hours of getting up early in the morning just to do that. I know some girls or boys probably do that in the morning before they go to school. They'll get up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to do something like that.
You shouldn't. I know people care about the way they look, which is good because you want to respect your body and have a good image to people. But then,
But you don't have to. You don't have to overdo it.
Yeah, you don't have to overdo it. There's a difference between making yourself look nice and then full on going out of your way to just transform yourself because you've seen something.
Like, fair enough putting a bit of makeup on in the morning if you just feel a bit rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or you know what I mean, doing your hair or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But when
then
people,
there's a difference between doing that and then spending 4 hours before school doing your makeup or sorting yourself out to look as best as you can for one day of school.
yeah, you just go there and do what you have to do. You don't take any notice of what people are saying.
I know some
It
people.
shouldn't be the be all and end all of your social presence and the way you're represented to other people.
Yeah.
I'm not having a rip at anyone, right? But this is one thing I'm really confused about is how girls or boys wear colours and they say they don't match. Like, I don't know about you, but that is just beyond me.
I think it's just.
When people say I don't go out because it don't match, it looks fine.
In my opinion,
you wouldn't go out with bright green pants and a pink top on, would you?
Well, no, it's just
I mean,
like people saying blue and grey or something don't go together.
in my opinion, clothes are clothes.
Yeah.
That's fashion. That's fashion.
That's how much fashion's blown up as well.
Because that's fashion. That's
I can't say much. I'm on
companies
the
like JD and stuff promote. Move this way, Liam.
We're sorry if there's any wind or in the background. It's just because it's first time recording.
Very windy.
Yeah, we're
It's
just
very
trying
windy
this
today.
out and seeing if it works. And
Some people will say this is why I don't match because I've got grey, black, red, and bright neon.
Well,
backs
that's why
on my
people.
trainers.
That's why sometimes people go out all in black like this, so people don't have to slate them.
Yeah, that's fashion. That's what I'm saying. That's what companies like JD and Debenhams or whatever, wherever you go and shop at, promote with their advertising is look what's in fashion this week. Do you know what I mean?
New JD
And then people go and they feel like they have to copy all this stuff to fit in.
Yeah.
It's all about fitting in.
Yeah.
People do it because they want to be accepted into society.
I've got a bit of a question. In which year of school, probably secondary school, because that's where it mostly happens, but which year in secondary school do you think this will mostly happen?
Year 10 and 11.
I think year 7 really.
I didn't think year 10 and 11.
Year 7,
Yeah.
you're moving up into a bit high school and you want to make yourselves look good out.
Yeah, I'd have
everyone
thought.
else.
when you're in
I
year
thought year
7
7 or 8.
When you're in year 7 and 8, you're still a bit of a kid.
Well,
As you're getting into
8 or 9.
Year 9 earliest.
I think 8 or 9.
You're becoming more of an adult and then you start caring about this stuff more.
Yeah, that's
And then-
different for some people, though, isn't it?
I know a lot of people
Yeah.
in year 7, I don't know if it's just about our year, that was so much and concentrated how they looked in front of everyone as soon as they entered year 7. It's because for some people it's a big step up, isn't it? You're going from year
true.
7, you're going from year 6 to year 7.
It's a whole new world.
It's a whole new world for you,
Another
and you
one.
want to make yourself stand out and look good.
Yeah, they want to fit in with everyone.
That's when people go off on social media, find different skincare routines and tips and makeup and make themselves look how they think they should look, not how they want to look.
I just think that people shouldn't care as much about what the people are doing. Just care about yourself and focus on yourself.
Yeah, it's not none of theirs life. It's your life that you're on about.
It's stuff like people shouldn't go up to you and go, oh, you're wearing last year's Adidas tracksuit. Who are you?
Innit?
Get out of here, boy. You know what I mean?
Well, but none of this.
You're not up to the same standards as us buying the new Nike t-shirts.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
It's just
You have
it's
to
just
be
a
low.
thing.
You
that's
have to
stupid.
be low. A
Is
low life to judge someone because of their clothes.
Here's a good example though, we were talking about gaming and all that a couple of episodes ago. The new Xbox and PS5 and all that's coming out. People might think just because other people are buying it, they have to keep up with it.
True.
They have to go and
keep up with what other people are
they
doing.
have to go and purchase a console. But if you stay with whatever console you've got, you're fine. No one's going to judge you.
Yeah, I think this will go up when consoles come out because I don't think it'll be a lot this much. But when people buy the new Xbox, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you still got that really old Xbox One? Go away."
Exactly, it's stupid.
I'm not the one to talk about immaturity, but it's just a bit immature.
It's just sad.
If you know what I mean. But
It's just sad. You have to really pick at someone because they have something that's out of date in terms
Yeah.
of social trends and stuff.
Well, you've
like
got the old phone. I've got the new one, sort of thing. It's just then it
Exactly.
makes you go home and think, "Oh, I need a
I've
phone
said that a
now."
couple of times.
that. Exactly.
I've said that a couple of times.
No, but it's stupid. Like, it's just childish. It's like grow up. You know what I mean?
I think we've all done this. Like, we're not saying that we're perfect by all means, because we're not. And I know I'm not, but we're just trying to give a message saying, like, you are who you are. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just accept who you are and just be
you can't.
Do
I know,
what you want.
I know this can be argued, but you can't change yourself. Really.
No, you can't completely change yourself.
You are the same person who you were born as. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
you can't change it.
You can inspire to be something, but that doesn't then mean completely transform yourself into something you're not, because that's not real. You're just fake then. You're fake because it's like a sheep following a shepherd.
Yeah.
True.
Just be you.
Go your own path.
You get a lot of them, like, what are they called now, beauty gurus out there going, "Follow me for my amazing beauty
Oh,
tips
no.
with my, here's what I recommend you should all buy," and pulling out like £100 concealer or whatever that is. I don't even
James
know what it
Charles.
is.
Exactly.
James Charles, yeah.
What other issues? Because this topic's like teenager issues in general. What other issues do you think they face, like in school life, for example, apart from like their image?
I think,
I think it's confidence in like yourself in work.
yeah, like your confidence and your self-esteem and stuff, and
Yeah. We won't
Your
go.
motivation.
We won't go too deep into things. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to make
wanna.
all bad.
But you know, it is a thing though, and it does happen. It's
Yeah.
people don't believe in themselves enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
They
give
don't
up.
have the self-confidence.
And going back to social media, it's what social media's taken off you really, is confidence.
This probably should have been titled social media. Now that
Yeah.
I think about it.
I should just title it "Teenagers and Social Media."
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard. It's a hard generation.
Especially with all this technology.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's not
it-
like for our
it's used
parents'
wrong.
generation and as grandparents, this was completely different, and you didn't have all these social stigmas and all these expectations you have to meet.
I reckon in a couple of years though, you'll have phones like that and they fall out for free or something stupid.
They probably would do.
You've got the Galaxy Z Flip, whatever it is, where you flip it open and make
Yeah, but
a bigger
that's
screen.
known to break easy.
Well,
That's not known to break easy, but they're going to evolve on that and adapt to that. And you'll have a phone with 50 cameras on the back of it.
We'll all end up being like Black Ops 3, where they all have them computers in their brains and stuff.
Computers in their arms.
Exactly.
Infinite Warfare.
The thing is, with all this technology, there's always, like, with a positive, there's always a negative.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, because, say, you know, when I don't know, Instagram was first made, everyone was going to be, like, hype about it and really happy because you can post stuff online, you can talk to people more. But then again, there's always going to be people who put you down or try to make your day a bit worse.
Don't get us wrong, we're not trying to like completely take the mick out or slate any like Instagram, Facebook.
No, we're
and
not
all
doing that. We're just putting a message out.
There's some stuff you got to stay away from.
You don't have to apologise because it's true.
We're spitting straight at them.
Social media is toxic.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of it is. I'm
It
not saying all of
depends
it
where
is.
you look. It depends where you go.
It depends
Oh,
on
yeah.
how you take that toxic behaviour,
Yeah.
really.
Depends how you take it, who you follow. If you follow someone who's advising you to buy all this really expensive stuff, then you will do, and you just follow the wrong people there.
Yeah, that's true though. But like I said, with social media, people can argue the fact that it's you doing it, like you posting the stuff. So they could just say you could just don't post it. Like, what would your response be to that? If someone says, if you like scenario, you said to someone that someone's calling me ugly online, right? And then they say, just stop posting. What would you say?
I'd go, no. Like,
Why?
if they told me to stop posting because they thought I were ugly,
No, if because they're your mate, they're kind of stopping you from getting hurt, so they just said stop posting.
yeah, but then you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to stop. If you really enjoy posting pictures on your Instagram or whatever, and then someone saying, look, come on, don't, you know what I mean? You shouldn't. So we go, well, why are you following me then? Why are you following my page? Why are you looking at my page?
You not notice that everyone takes the same trend. Like you'll get boys that always stand outside like a house going like that, like with the man bag on or something like that. And you think
Just post
they're all,
a picture on
they're all
Instagram
just
like
following the same trend of them going like that. Like, look at me.
Everyone do that now. They all just stood like,
Football's coming on, boys.
that's cringe.
Yeah, it
Cringe,
is.
that. No, but you have a point there, to be honest, because it's like, why does this doing this make you look popular?
I don't, is it because like you get your arm like that makes you look solid?
Because we will laugh.
Because you're going like that.
It's like that.
We've
Do
got
you
a
remember
fix.
that? Do you remember that picture of that kid at that under 18s disco?
Oh yeah, it's like. But even you have to admit now, kids these days, in like year 7 and all that.
It's all like old people, don't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
I'm not
Back in
trying
my
to sound like
generation.
old people. It's just year 7 then compared to now, they think like they own the school. And
Yeah,
this is
it's weird.
because of
That's
social
kinda
media,
true.
and they
That
get
is
ramped
kinda
up
true.
about it, and they're coming
That's
going,
weird, 'cause
yeah,
you-
what you saying? I own this school now, mate.
But that is because they believe there's something they're not.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be like that. You should just be humble and be yourself.
I've got a question. Do you think that social media could do more, like the apps themselves?
No.
Well, how can they?
They can't look at every single post because of 1,000
No,
posts.
but what
I
I'm
reckon, a
saying
minute
is
coming
they
out.
could. I don't know if this is possible, but like they could put something in place which scans comments and like if there's
Is it?
anything negative.
Well, they do on YouTube, don't they?
Yeah, they do on YouTube. No, they do on YouTube.
Well, no, because
Do they not? I
it's,
thought they
No,
it's up to the
they
view-
put them
it's
in a
up to
different
the-
section for the YouTube creator, but they're still on there.
It's up to the person that wants to report them.
Wants
If you want to
to
report them, you report them. But
Yeah, but I was saying they could put something in place to like scan Instagram comments, and if they find anything that can class as negative, they just remove it.
that's the thing that Instagram wouldn't do that because as well. I'm
I
not
know
trying
they
to
do
like
that
say
with
anyone.
posts, but not comments.
You'd want to take
Yeah.
responsibility of whatever happens as well. You just don't let Instagram do it. If you find something offensive, you report them or talk
Yeah,
to them
that's
yourself. You don't just wait for Instagram to sort of go, that's not.
Yeah, but then you'd also have the issue of being banned because the algorithms read some.
Because you said shut up or something like that and you get banned off Instagram.
I do get where you're coming from, but I just don't think it'd work in a practical
True.
way. So
It's like it's just how pathetic some people can be, you know, when they comment on posts. Like I've had that.
I
to
laugh
me.
at them though. I
Sometimes
laugh at them if we get comments on his posts or on the channel, and it's just deliberately trying to.
yeah, but people can argue the fact saying if people say stuff worse, like if they say worse things than people like.
Well, that's different, isn't it? If there's a difference between saying "Oh, you weird, you," and then like someone typing a death threat.
Yeah,
Or something. That's two completely
yeah, but
different
that's for
scenarios.
that's low life people. That's just
You just
people.
laugh at them.
I think like that person's got to spend their time typing up this massive death threat for you to read and go, okay.
Innit? They spend
to
their
go,
life writing
right,
the works of
sure.
Shakespeare for an Instagram comment telling you why you should stop posting.
And they think it's going to bother you and you just go, alright, cool.
It's just their aim in life to annoy people.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Just be that one person that just no one likes.
It's ridiculous. But that is because people care too much about social media, which then follows on with people have to be like what they see.
Yeah.
Have you not noticed the common thing about this episode yet? Social media, we keep on looping back around social media.
No,
thing
we
is
are
though-
linking it to body image though, because social media is what's causing people's body image to have to be altered.
Other people as well. Like face-to-face contacts, if I walked up to someone and went, I won't be dead singing that and you in that, and you
Oh,
think,
exactly.
that's some quite
And then
personal
it
comment,
really
you'll
gets
go
to you
home and...
because obviously you want to fit in.
Yeah, but people
And
could
you don't want
argue
to
that.
bring unwanted attention to yourself, which is why people fade into the crowd and do what everyone else is doing.
Thing is, like, when people try to fit in, when people say go a different path, they could just be scared of people seeing them doing that. So, say this group of people wears all black, another person comes in like red top or whatever, and then I know it's probably unrealistic, but they would have a go at them and take mick out of them for going a different path.
Yeah, some people are like that though. Some
I
people are so petty that they're like, "Oh, you're not
think-
walking with me. You don't look right."
I think all this happens when it's groups of people.
Yeah, that's
It's
social.
tiers
no
of
one does
people,
it
it's
on
just
their own.
social groups. People think you're either top of the top or you're the lowest of the low, and it doesn't matter.
That's when you should take a
You
look at
can't go
yourself
in.
though and go,
You
"I'm
can't go and
actually with-"
sit at their people's tables because they're in a higher up class than you.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. That's when you should take a look at your like friendship group and go,
And
"Are these actually the
reconsider.
right people?"
That's
Yeah.
what happened to me. I'm not going into it, but
No.
I changed my friendship group, and it's the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, you've got to just look at.
You've got to reconsider
Think-
everything.
Think what you want to be, but then don't go to the extreme where you have to follow another person.
Yeah.
Do it yourself.
Have your own.
Do what
Have
you
your
want.
own,
say.
have your own beliefs and your own.
Don't
Things you
transfer it to
enjoy.
a friendship group and then like follow every single thing that other person does because you may as well just stay in the other
Just do
one.
your own thing.
The best group of people are everyone who's all unique and They all have different characteristics about them.
And they don't like take mick out of you if you do
Because then you
something
can't
different.
fall out and stuff by petty things like, oh, you didn't buy the new Xbox game, bro. Whatever. You know what I mean?
You're not. Oh, no, can you just leave our friendship group? You didn't buy the new Xbox. Can you just leave?
Leave my friendship group.
You didn't buy the new Star Wars game, can you go away?
You know, you didn't buy some new Nike trainers, bro.
Oh. But your trainers are 2 years old, just leave.
This is...
What's really... I know I shouldn't laugh, but that's what people do.
Yeah, it's
so
a
sad.
realistic thing.
It's so sad.
If you're walking with a Nokia brick, you've been laughed out of school.
Oh,
Yeah,
seriously,
I had a
you would.
Nokia brick in year 7 and everyone took mick out of me for it.
Mate, your phone was indestructible, mate. It was just...
my older one is pushed against the desk.
Do you want to mention about what we're doing this week? Of the schedule?
We're doing, if you've watched this far,
If you've made it this far,
like and so, no, you can do it if you want, but we're doing it daily up until Sunday. This Sunday
That's a
coming,
week, yeah.
up until start next week. So we're doing it daily for a week. If you enjoy it, tell us. If you think it's too much, tell us. Just give us all the feedback.
We're also going to structure it a bit different where we don't have us, just all of us three on.
Yeah, we're going to
in
kind
every
of mix it
episode.
up
We're
a
gonna
bit.
mix it up and get a better idea of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Freshen it up so it's not just all of us spamming our thoughts on one thing.
Yeah, it could just be like, because on
It's
the last
in-
episode, the episode before last, it was just me and Owen. And we kind of had like a one-on-one talk, debate kind of thing. People seem to enjoy that a bit.
Thing?
I think they did. The watch time went up.
Did it?
It went up about 3 minutes more.
I didn't even know that.
Because I've got the studio. But
Oh, cool.
yeah, basically we're just trying to try different things on the channel, because at the moment we're just doing three of us after another.
Yeah, and
It just gets a bit boring.
Yeah, we want to freshen it up. That's also why we've come out.
Yeah.
It freshens up the background.
Wow,
And
how
then
did
we're
like the
gonna
podcast?
We're going to go to different places. Like, we've come up with an idea which would be absolutely sick. Is we could go. We could talk about the Olympics and talk about trampolining, because that's a sport in the Olympics.
Yeah, we
isn't
could
it?
do a podcast
we
while
can
we're
go
jumping
to-
around on
Yeah,
trampolines.
we go to a trampoline park.
Yeah.
That'd be mad,
We could do a
wouldn't
backflip while doing the intro.
it? But yeah, that'd be sick.
Well, me, Owen and Liam, we had like a thought, like when we like, if we carry on doing this in later years, which we probably will, we try go abroad.
Yeah.
So say we're talking about, I don't know, like the war, we'd go to like a memorial building or something like that.
Yeah, well, you'd have to be.
That's
Yeah, I know what you mean,
respectful.
but
That's
a better
respectful.
an example would be is if we're talking about the Egyptians. So
Do
we
it
got
from
to
the
Egypt and
pyramids.
sit at the bottom of pyramids and do a
Yeah.
episode.
Do a podcast on top of pyramids.
Imagine doing one
Oh
outside
my
Buckingham Palace.
Do you even be allowed to do it? Oh yeah, you could
Yeah,
do that.
you can go into the public bit, but you'd have loads of people coming past you.
Yeah, but that's when we'd have mics and stuff.
True,
We're getting off track here.
Right. I think we're going to kind of end it off now. Is there anything you guys want to say?
Sorry about the audio and the wind.
Yeah, we're very
That's
sorry.
everything, so if it don't, then it's chilling. But if it does, sorry, we're just trying to work
Yeah.
out how to get all this working.
We will, like we said, we will be finding different locations, and we should get like a more enclosed or just better area to film.
Yeah.
So, ending off this absolutely beautiful day. Thank you so much if you've watched this far. Please, well, if you want, like, subscribe, share it around. You know the drill. Give us some feedback if you want.
Yeah.
It's always appreciated, me, Owen and Liam.
Yeah,
So,
just DM us on all the socials that come up at the end.
it's on
Or
the,
in the
it's on
comments,
the,
whatever's easier.
You'll see all the socials and stuff. Just text any of us, will answer you.
it's not like we're going to be doing anything.
Nah.
But, yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.
See you in the next one.
Alright, in a bit.